When you have a pair of shoelaces, you also note at the end of the shoelace is a little plastic capsule at the very end. It actually has a name called an aglet. Aglet holds the strands together to prevent them from unwinding. Because if you lose that aglet, what happens? The shoelace starts to unwind and you get a big bushy end to that shoelace. It's very difficult now to push that shoelace through the eyelet in the shoe because it's all flared out. And so it actually decreases the function of that shoelace. Well, simply the same thing occurs in DNA. The telomeres act as the equivalent of an aglet. They hold the strands of the DNA together to prevent its unwinding and subsequent degradation. So that's one primary function of the telomere. The primary function of the telomere turns out that it makes an extension of the DNA that allows the DNA to be shortened every time the DNA is copied without affecting the gene programs. So this allows so many divisions before we run out of telomeres. And then it was believed that the lifespan of an organism is based on how many times a cell can divide before it loses those telomere extensions and then cuts into the DNA program. Leonard Hayflick, a scientist back in the 1960s, did a calculation based on how long the telomere extension was and how many times it could divide before the telomere was gone. He comes up with a number that a cell can divide about 60 times before it loses its telomere. Well, when he put that information into our biology, how many years does that account for? Well, Hayflick's number comes down to a human can live to approximately 90 years before the telomeres are lost and then subsequent replications of the DNA interfere with the gene programs. How interesting. It turns out we live about 90 years, and that's apparently how long the telomeres exist before being cut off. Well, that sort of said our lifespan as a human is limited. In 1984, research scientist Elizabeth Blackburn discovered an enzyme, telomerase, that can extend the length of telomeres, which when translated means the potential to extend the human lifespan. However, this enzyme can be activated or inhibited based on what we're experiencing in our life. Things that will inhibit the enzyme and prevent us from extending our lifespan include things such as bad nutrition, childhood abuse, domestic violence, post-traumatic stress disorder, no self-love or loss of love, no purpose in life. Each one of these characteristics really takes away the character and quality of our life, which in a sense, if you think about it, means, well, I'm not happy with my life the way it is, so ending sooner is not a big problem. But in contrast, there are activities that enhance telomerase activity and can extend our lifespan and our health. And these activities include, number one, providing good nutrition, especially omega-3, exercise, happiness and gratitude, as well as a positive outlook, self-love and love, and having a purpose in life, meaning you have something you have to do. And this is really important because having a life purpose is really a conscious intention saying, I'm not finished, I have more to do. And that feedback enhances the telomerase activity to extend your life. In fact, healthcare givers have a longer life than other people that are not involved in that activity. So if you understand this and start to live with love and purpose and happiness and gratitude, then you're going to make your life extended because you're going to activate this telomerase, increase the telomeres, and allow your stem cells to replicate more frequently and also then in the process to extend your life and your health.